I'm Patti Piburn, and here's what's making news this morning. The U.S. is experiencing the worst drought in more than half a century. The Midwest crop belt is taking a heavy hit, and corn prices are at a record high. Prices skyrocketed more than 60% over the last 7 weeks, and the price per bushel is now $8.28. The U.S. Department of Agriculture analysts are expecting more accurate numbers as we get farther into the harvest season. A famous Bay Area tourist destination is reducing its carbon footprint. After 10 years of trial and error, Alcatraz Island is now solar. More than 1,000 photovoltaic panels are on top of the famed cell house that once held the likes of Al Capone. The project was delayed because it was difficult to find a place to install those panels, but now new, smaller, more efficient panels are available. Another concern was the visibility of the panels to the 1.5 million tourists that visit each year. These new, small panels fit on the cell house out of view of the sightseers. The system is expected to meet about 60% of the island's energy needs, and that will save taxpayers money. Craft beer is now expanding faster than any time since the end of Prohibition. The Brewers Association reports there are now more than 2,000 craft breweries in the U.S., more than there have been since, surprisingly, 1890. This number includes 350 new breweries that have opened just in this last year. Now, in addition to creating the tasty brew, craft beer industry is providing employment opportunities in many states. The Department of Labor reporting the craft beer industry is providing more than 100,000 full-time and part-time jobs, an important contribution to the recovering economy. A fleet of tiny NASA satellites are set to take orbit around the Earth, and these shoebox-sized robotic researchers originated in San Luis Obispo. CubeSats are nano satellites, and they were developed at Cal Poly. They are now being produced all over the country. The satellites are used for a variety of space research, including observing distant star systems and sampling the contents of the upper atmosphere. Their compact size and portability allows them to be sent into space without taking up a lot of cargo space. That makes them more affordable to produce and launch, and a reason that they are popular on NASA missions. A few CubeSats can hitch a ride into space with other payloads, increasing the efficiency of the missions. NASA is seeing this as a future component of space exploration. All right, we are joined now by Nicole Powers with some information about sugary drinks. This is important for parents out there that are available in American public schools.
Yes, thank you, Patty. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation released a study this week that found the availability of soda in public middle and high schools has significantly declined. Despite this progress, however, sugary beverages like fruit and sports drinks still remain. These findings were conducted by looking at schools' competitive beverages. What that is are beverages sold outside of their meal plans, so by way of a vending machine or a snack bar. I spoke with the lead author of the study, and this is what she had to say.
We still had 63% of middle schoolers who could get some type of sugar-sweetened beverage, and almost 90% of high schoolers. Very high percentages, and the majority of that was driven by sports drink availability. The Institute of Medicine has put out some good recommendations for this, and they say, look, bottled water, 100% juices, low-fat milks.
That was Yvonne Terry, Survey Research Associate at the University of Michigan. She is hopeful that the United States Department of Agriculture will use their results as they are currently updating the national standards for competitive foods and beverages in schools. The researchers say while the study shows good results, it also shows that we are not where we need to be.
All right, Nicole, thank you for that update. And taking a look at our weather, showers and thunderstorms lingering in the northeast. Similar situation for the southeast. Florida is expecting showers and thunderstorms. Thunder and lightning may affect the Midwest through much of Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky, and some very hot conditions for Phoenix and Las Vegas. In fact, record highs being set there. Also, yeah, it is right. Pretty hot in the interior valleys of California. We are feeling the heat on the Central Coast. San Luis Obispo expecting 80s today. So, you know what? That plan of heading to the coast to cool off, well, it's going to be warm there as well. All right, that does it for this edition of Eat, Drink, Explore News. Randall White is up next.